Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zipporah, the Lux Angel, and today I am back with another tarot card reading. Please remember that these readings are timeless, general, and for entertainment purposes only. That means only listen to what directly applies to your personal situation. Leave the rest for someone else. And by all means, please contact licensed professionals and or the proper authorities regarding any mental, medical, legal, or financial emergencies and or crises. That being said, let us begin. First things first, the handbag of the day is my beautiful Louis Vuitton Boulogne, and she will serve as today's vision board inspiration for all the abundance manifestors out there. If you'd like to see me styling my luxury capsule collection, you can check out the series I have here on YouTube called Battle of the Bags. All right, let us begin. We're going to start by choosing a deck for the reading, and today we are going to go with, we're going to go with the Tinseltown Tarot. What is it, by Fifth Street Games edition, like Smith Street Gift. 50s vintage dame. I wish they had an author of this deck. I mean, but that's all it says on the box, but you heard it. Yeah. It says illustrations. Yeah, 50s vintage dame. So, there you go. I'm going to shuffle. If you don't want to stay through the shuffling, I will have the timestamp listed in the description box for you below. All right, please and thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective energies. Thank you, Spirit. Collective energies. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective energies. Thank you, Spirit. Collective energy messages. Thank you, Spirit. Collective energy messages. Please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energy messages. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we'll just do one more. All right. What messages do we have for the collective, Spirit? Ooh, we're starting off with the Four of Cups. Not necessarily what we want, but okay, we are dissatisfied, disappointed with something. Oh, but we have the Star. That's lovely. Let's see what this is. Oh, we're not disappointed with a star, or maybe we're disappointed with stardom. I mean, if you have been successful in something, but you're disappointed with how it's turning out, perhaps. Let me see here. We have the Six of Wands. This is victory. This is some sort of notoriety. Y'all could be like just disenchanted with it though. Like maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be. Just feeling, like I said, disenchanted is the word I'm getting. But there is healing here and there is victory here, but you are not feeling it. Somebody's not feeling it. Who is this? And we have the Four of Wands. What is this about? Stardom, success, celebrity perhaps, achievement. This is everything you would want if we're talking about accomplishing goals, accomplishing dreams, getting our visions met. This is it. This is great. This is like, woo, this is great. But somebody is just like, no. Who is this? What is this? Collective, is this you? What and who is this? We have the World card. Okay. Now, if some of y'all are online or something, perhaps y'all are reaching some type of pinnacle. Maybe y'all are a successful TikToker or something like that. I don't know. And y'all are like, this is not all it's cracked up to be. I'm ready to close this cycle out. Whoa, somebody ain't feeling it. Whatever success has happened. Look, the Hermit too. They're like, no, the Star wants to hermit. The Star wants to go back into the shell. The Star said, I'm not feeling this. Wow. We have the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Beautiful energy here. Vivacious, sexy. This is the Star, Queen of Wands here. They're the star of the show. What is this, though? Maybe you feel like you're putting on a performance. You know, maybe you feel like your identity has to change in some way. Maybe you feel like you got all of the success, but like you got it doing something to where it's not really who you are for real. It's not in alignment with like your spirit, perhaps. We have the Seven of Swords. Who is this? Is this y'all collective or somebody else? Maybe you just don't like who you had to become in order to get there. There is a certain strategy to this. There's a strategy. And maybe it involves charming and charisma and entertaining. And you're just like, I don't want to do that anymore. Oh my gosh. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords. Tired of it. Somebody is tired of stardom or fame or publicity, the internet. Just they're over it. They're over it. Maybe you want to rest now. You feel like it's been performative. Like you've put a lot of energy into, I don't know, maybe you feel like it's shallow on some level now. You know, this would be like, this is an example. It does not have to be this, but this would be like maybe you're a beauty influencer and you've been doing beauty for so long and you want something deeper now. Maybe you want to talk about like your family life or motherhood or something like that. But it's just like you want to do something else. Like you feel like it's just a lot of like, what's the word? It's just like performative for you. And, you know, and it's this like, it may have been fun for you at some point. Like you wanted to do this, you achieved it. It's great. But it's just like putting on a show and you just kind of want to rest a little bit and talk about something that you feel is more real. Yeah, we have the Tower, the star going in. Like people might be depending on you to be doing this. Like, like you wanting to go back in your shell would be like a tower for some other people. Okay, like, oy vey. I mean, I feel for you, collective, if this is you. We have the Temperance card. And let me get this last one. And we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, y'all are over it. It's like, y'all are over it. Maybe you feel like there's just, you feel like it's too much work to stay relevant, perhaps. It's like, oh, I gotta keep trying. Like, I'm going to give the example of a beauty influencer just because, you know, in this Queen of Wands card, she's literally putting on lipstick. It's a giant lipstick, okay, whatever. All of these cards is lots of lipsticks, okay? So maybe you just feel like, oh, I gotta keep trying all these new products, product after product after product. Oh, there's just, it's oversaturated. There's all this, just all these other people. And it just feels like it's not fulfilling for you anymore. You want to get on some type of other path. You just feel like anymore, it just feels like worthless to you almost. And the reason I'm saying that is because of this $50 sale sign. You know, it's like, ugh. You know, you just kind of feel like you're hawking products, but there's like, you know, you have the stardom, you have the influence, but it's just, it's not emotionally fulfilling to you anymore. You're getting success, you're getting publicity, you're getting the clout, but I feel like maybe your mind and your spirit are just no longer stimulated by this. Like you're seeking with this temperance is Sag energy. Sagittarius is a seeker, and they seek wisdom and they seek knowledge and higher knowledge. Okay. And so, and even with this World card, even with the Four of Swords, it's more so like, I just want to do something deeper, something else. Well, there you go. We have a King of Wands. Is this the person who, because that's a counterpart, is this the person who it would be a tower for if you stopped all of this? Maybe you feel like, oh, this is another element here, though. It could be you could have been in a successful relationship, a good relationship, and you feel like you're constantly performing for this person, or just like you just feel like they want you for shallow reasons. Maybe you feel like if you go deeper, like if you're not this glammed up doll-like energy that this person may lose interest. You know, maybe you don't want to be the va-va-voom person anymore. You want to settle down, maybe think about family or something like that. But you're like, well, this King of Wands character likes me for being the Queen of Wands. You know, are they going to like this part of me that is, you know, more reserved, or my real self? If I let my hair down and just be me, if I take off this makeup, like if I stop being Marilyn and just be Josephine. Was it Josephine? No, it wasn't Josephine. Jean. Norma Jean. Norma Jean. Is it Baker? Was it Norma Jean Baker? And that's why I said Josephine Baker. Like, whatever. The bottom line is Norma Jean. Like, what if I stop being Marilyn and just be Norma Jean? Will this person like me? Like, I just feel like I'm tired of having this affect, this character that I'm playing in order to have all of this. Like, will they accept me as Norma Jean? That's what I'm getting here. Oof. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they won't. Maybe you feel like they actually won't because that's who they like. That's what they were attracted to was Marilyn. We have the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. They could be feeling like you're changing. Like they might already be putting the stuff on you. The you know, the pressure. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let me see here. What the hell is going on? I don't know. This is like somebody who they might just be like parading you around. If this is a relationship, it's like you feel like a show pony. Like they want you on their arm to look pretty and to parade around. And you're like, I just want something deeper. I want to talk about deeper things. Maybe I want to talk about the world at large, politics, Gaza, anything other than just primping myself up and laughing, smiling, and putting on this show of like, you know, I'm seeing that here. But this person wants that from you. I see it. They want that from you. They don't want the change, I see. But you are more increasingly becoming disenchanted. Also, I'm getting also that it doesn't just have to be a counterpart. With that moon that was underneath the deck, it could also be a mother figure or parental figure who had a lot of hopes and dreams for you being the show pony. They like saying, oh, you know, this is my daughter or this is my protege and look how great they are. And they love that aspect of showing you off. But again, that's becoming karmic and becoming a little bit narcissistic because that's the only part of you that they can honor. And they're benefiting from that. They're getting some sort of supply from that, from showing you off. But if they can't honor all the other parts of you, then again, that's toxic. And so again, it's like, but I just wanted to, you know, make you aware that it doesn't just only have to be a romantic partner that's not going along with you. It could be some sort of a mentor, mother figure, or just anyone, or parental figure, or anybody who is, you know, just banking on you being the pretty face or the star, but not honoring the deeper parts of you that are emerging. Maybe at parties, when they take you to parties, you're just like, hi, okay, yes. And they're just like, look alive, come on, we're networking, or look alive. And you're just like, I don't feel like performing for your friends, performing for your whomever. Like, I just don't feel like being a show pony anymore, right now, at all. Like, this is a big major like change. Saying I'm going on the shelf, like I'm done. I'm putting away, you know, my rollers and letting my hair just roam free. I want to talk about deeper things or something else. I want to settle down. I feel like I mean, this could be a myriad of things. I'm just giving examples. One of them is just like I said, being like an example of somebody being an influencer, and it's just like they feel shallow about it now. They're just like, I'm done with this. Not that being an influencer is shallow, but that you're just done with it. You're like, I've done this. I've done this. I've done all the things. I want something new. I'm ready for change. I'm ready for something else. Or like I said, if this is a relationship, you're like, I'm done just being arm candy. I'm ready for something deeper. I'm ready for something more. Or I'm done just being arm candy and having to keep myself snatched and blah, blah, blah. I want to have the kids. I want to get the big old belly. I want to settle down. I want something not so superficial. But they're like, oh no, you need to stay hot. You need... Not that you can't be hot and be, a mother, but some people think like that. They're like, we want your body to stay exactly the same. We don't need, any stretch marks or whatever it is. Yeah. Well, You might be attracting in someone who can offer you that, though. Collective. You may be attracting in someone who would accept that part of you. Because it's like your heart is calling out for it. You're wanting it. And so you might just be attracting that in. I'm seeing a Hierophant here in the Knight of Cups. Someone who sees that you're disenchanted, sees that your beauty, and that it's like it's almost a burden to you at this point. I'm seeing that. Yeah. Okay. In the future. Yeah, and this king of wands at the bottom of this deck, that's what they could have the conflict with. They might be worried about that. But there is somebody else here. So basically it's just like, follow your heart and continue to do that, because naturally it will attract the people who will be in alignment with what you really want in your next phase of life. And the people from the past who are associated with the past energy that you were in will fall away. And it might cause headaches. The transition time is, there's always headaches in the transition time. But you still need to follow your own heart and spirit and your own path. Oh, that's why we have this 5 of Wands here. Ooh, 4 of Wands competition. I don't know if this is a secret admirer. You may have already had someone who was looking at you and seeing you being this show pony. And they were already watching. You may have already had interactions with this person and talked to this person. But maybe you didn't realize that they actually have feelings for you, and they can see that this show poniness is not necessarily who you are. You're good at it. Oh my gosh. Like, if you're a show pony, it's like you were born for this baby. Like, you are the star for sure, but there's more to you than that. And this other person, the Hierophant figure, sees that about you and wants to give you what it is that you're looking for. So there is somebody here who can give that to you. Now, whether that's up to y'all how that all plays out here, though. Okay. You might be closing out a cycle with a previous counterpart or soulmate or whatever. Or someone who is in alignment with your past. They were in alignment with you when you were that person, when you wanted to be the show pony, when that was what was fun for you. Because at some point, this is what you wanted. This is who you are. It's not like this is not a part of you. Being this beautiful, magnetic, attractive person, the star, is still part of who you are. It is. However, it's not all of who you are. So it's just like you attracted this King of Wands energy when that's what you are, and that's what you were, and that's who, but now that they can't go deeper, though. They want it to stay that way. Like, oh, we're the hot couple, and we go around and we're the hot couple. But you want something deeper. You want to be more I'm seeing where some of y'all might want to settle down. Some of y'all might want to start, you know, families. But for some of y'all just want to talk about different things. It's just different now. And so this is like one of those, you know, times where it's just like you may have reached the end of the road with this world card with a previous partner. And it's, you know, it's not any harm or foul. It's just that you've changed and they haven't. And so there's a conflict there. But there's somebody else here who wants to give you what it is that you're looking for in this new cycle of your life. And they've been watching you for a while. And they see that, you know, you might be beautiful, but it's like becoming a burden for you. Because it's like, that's all that is expected of you. And there is no shortage of this energy for you to perform in. Like, I mean, with the star, the 6 of wands, 4 of wands, it's like if you wanted to be a show pony the rest of your life, there is no shortage of opportunities. It's like, yay, 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 Hercules, Hercules. You got it, you got it, you got it. But you don't want that anymore. And this King of Wands energy is like, what? You want to leave all this behind? What are you talking about? What? That's why it's a tower. Like you wanting to like just relax and maybe read books now or talk about your favorite books. You might want to start, you know, if you're a content creator, you might want to start doing a book club online and talking about the book that you're reading, and you and your community discuss the book. Like you just want to do something deeper. And this person is just like, what? And they're low-key mad about it. I'm not even gonna lie. They're mad, they're worried, they're like, what, this person is changing. Maybe this person needs, they might try to convince you that, oh, you're not feeling like yourself. Maybe you just need to see someone. Maybe you just need to go to therapy and work it out in therapy. And you're like, no, that's not it. I just want something different. And they're not hearing you. They can't hear you because they don't want something different. They like this show pony. They're a show pony themselves. And they like having you on their arm as the show pony. Like, but you're ready for a solid, stable, maybe home life type deal is what I'm seeing here. Let me get some oracle cards with this, see if there's anything I'm missing. I'm going to go with the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. Yeah. And right here we have close encounters at the bottom before I even do anything. And this card is like a meeting of kindred spirits. So you might already be connecting with somebody, or somebody already is watching you and they see this in you and they want to give that to you in all the ways. Okay, because this King of Wands energy is like, they might just be like, oh, I mean, this could be a situation where y'all were like, oh, we're going to be a couple and we're going to stay young and hot and working out and stuff, and we don't want any kids. But now you're like, I think I do want kids. I think I want that life. I think I want something more fulfilling. Okay. And so they're like, what? No, like we're single, we're hot, we got success. We're going to add kids in. It's going to slow us down. We're going to be mom and dad bod, and I don't want that. And you're just like, oh, I think I do. I've been the show pony over and over and over, and this is all there is. It's just more smile and wave, and here's this product, and I, you know, or more smile and have these drinks with these people, and you're just like, there's got to be more to life. I need something more. All right, let's get something else with this. Yeah, you want balance. Like, I'm more than just this pretty face. Like, okay. See, seeing beyond third eye. You might be having a spiritual awakening right now. And these are the things you want to talk about. And this King of Wands is like, what? They are like, what are you talking about? You want to go off and talk about spirit. Oh, we do have a temperance card. You want to talk about spirituality or aliens or, You just want to talk about something different. Like, you just want to talk about something different. It could be very different. Okay, we have great big love. Yeah, you have more in your heart to give. It's like, I'm not just a pretty face. Like, this is great. Like, I could ride this out forever. You know, I could be a model forever. But there's other things I want to do. And Spirit wants you to honor that. You need to honor your heart with this great big love. Right? So your heart is what gives you wings. So, and that's right up above this, like, star, hermit, tower. It's like Spirit is saying, yeah, we hear you. We see you. And you have to honor this part of yourself. And you want to do so. Like, you've done all the things. You've achieved everything you could achieve here is what it is. It's like, I've reached the pinnacle of this. And that's great. It's great. But, okay, now I'm bored. 4 of Cups. I'm bored. Like, I want to talk about the aliens. I want to talk about... I don't know why I keep getting this aliens with this seeing beyond. You should see the star in her eye. I want to talk about, you know... other things. I want to read these books, and like, you just want something different. Okay, it says a powerful move. Yeah, so Spirit is saying, yeah, that's going to be powerful for you. You need to explore all the facets of who you are, and there's a key coming into this world. It's like you're unlocking another layer of yourself, another dimension of yourself, whereas this person would have just wanted you to keep it surface level. Oh! And we have a burst of magic. Yes, this is like you blossoming and becoming more of who you are. It just is what it is. You have to honor that, and it's going to be magical for you. It's going to be wonderful for you. Something is, I don't do this. Look, yeah, see, shining through, the real you shining through, not just a pretty face, not just your body and your lotus. And you know what I mean? It's like, I'm more than that. But for some reason, I'm being called to read that one. I've never been called to do that. Not with this deck anyway. I do it with the Kuan Yin, but I've not necessarily been called with any other of these decks to do that. But I want to get this burst of magic because that's why I'm just being called to do it. Okay, burst of magic. Yeah, key concepts. An epiphany. A sudden higher knowing. A sense that everything has a purpose. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. You're having these awakenings. I said you might be having a spiritual awakening or something like that. Like, is this all there is? Like, you're breaking out of a matrix of some sort. Your purpose as a gift bestowed upon you. Cultivating conscious contact with a higher power. Coming to know what calls to you and lights you up. That's exactly what's happening here. Congratulations. You're waking up to more of your higher self, more of spirit, to deeper knowledge, like, and that's calling to you. You want to go deeper. Let me go ahead and read this. Sometimes you may find that something you'd been pondering or a dilemma you'd let go of revisits you without warning. It may hit you while you're thinking about nothing, or the trigger may be just the right words arising in a conversation, book, or blog. An epiphany strikes like a lightning bolt, waking you up to a truth that has previously eluded you. It's as if the whole world stops in that moment as you integrate the missing pieces of the puzzle you were meant to solve all along. This is such a time for you now. Answers are coming directly from source and being downloaded into you with such force of conviction that you cannot be the same again. That's what's happening to you. That is everything I've been talking about in this reading. Be grateful for this beautiful burst of magic. It is not an everyday gift. Inherent in this is the knowledge that Spirit is always listening to you. Spirit is your loving partner, reminding you that you are not alone. Even when it appears that you are trapped, you always have a key to unlock the solution if you cultivate the willingness to be open to and in tune with source. I mean, when I was talking about the key, you want to unlock different knowledges, you want to do something different, and that's a powerful move for you. Great big love. And okay, we got the heart chakra, we got the third eye chakra, then we have the crown chakra, because you know this is like, you see that's like a chess piece. It could be the queen, right? So that's I'm getting the crown with that, and it's on top of this world card. So it's like you're waking up, you're going through a deeper awakening, and you want to talk about these new concepts, you want to explore these new things, And this is just, it's that time. It's just that time for you. Where was I? The answers you seek come when you stop looking for them. Be mindful today. When information pops up out of the blue, pay attention. The action you need to take will become obvious as you integrate this magical wisdom. Regardless of the subject of your inquiry, you will be transformed. Only good will come of this. See? You're transforming. But what I really want to harp on right here is when information pops up out of the blue, pay attention. So you're doing the right thing by paying attention to how you're feeling about this, your transformation. You're doing the right thing. It's just like, it's just the next level of your life. It's the next phase of your life. Congratulations. You know, you've done all these things and now it's time to go deeper. You are getting on your path. This is the new path for this time in your life. You know, you're becoming more of who you are, expressing more of who you are, going deeper into yourself and into a knowledge of the divine. And that is beautiful. It's shining through. And we have beautiful uncaging. Once again, heart being unlocked. Okay. Now, and we have a deep breath. And with a deep breath card, it's like not being in fear. Because it's just like, I don't know, you may have a fear, like I said, with this King of Wands energy, you're like, you're afraid of a conflict that will come up, because right after the King of Wands, we have 5 of Swords and 9 of Swords and the Moon. So it's just like you going in your head about all the possibilities, all the possible conflicts, and just, but Spirit says, take a deep breath and don't be in fear, okay? You get to honor your heart here. See, we have healing heart. See, this person is not honoring your heart. They're just loving your body and who you are on the outside, but they can't, they're going to most likely be removed, or they're going to remove themselves, or you're going to go walk away because they just can't go to those depths. It's not for them. It's for you. It's for you. And so, and then here comes that close encounters. Remember I said there will be somebody else who is already, you have a new partner on the next phase of life. Like y'all were you and this King of Wands energy were partners for that phase of life. And that's beautiful. And you honor and respect that, you know, but now they can't go deeper with you, or they just cannot compute with this new thing. They haven't changed. You have. They haven't gotten the call from Spirit. You have. So congratulations. It's like you're waking up. But on this next phase of life, it's just like, you know, this is a 10 on this. 10, new cycle. So, and it says opening to discovery after that. Yeah. The storyteller, where I said something about books, like you're just learning about new things, reading about new things. And it's just, it's time. It's time. Ooh, we have tender embrace, bearing fruit, birds of a feather, and a grand symphony. Yeah, you're going to attract a new soul tribe. And you're going to get a new partner on this next phase of life, if you so desire a partner. But I do see somebody else, like I said, was willing to give to you. They see that other part of you. Maybe you've had conversations with this person before. Maybe this person and you are like, oh yeah, I read that book. Oh, wasn't it interesting, these concepts and blah, blah, blah. And then here comes this other person like, hey, we need to go schmooze with these people. Come on. Tell them about your new this, that, and the other. And you're just like, ugh, you know, is that kind of an energy? And again, I'm just giving that as an example, but it's like, you're not wrong. In fact, you're absolutely right. This is the perfect time. It's just a new phase of life. And you have to honor, it's not even the new you. It's the deeper you. It's the more expanded you. It's you opening up to higher realms of your own being. So this is exactly who you are as well. The beauty and all of that is still going to be there, but it's just like, that's not what you want to focus on or make the main focal point of your life. You have other things to share with this Star card and this Hermit card. And even though that might cause a tower to this relationship, you still got to do it, because otherwise, bruh, just the boredom, dissatisfaction. That's why this 4 of Cups is in the first house. It's like, you would cease to be living. You would cease to be your Queen of Wands vivacious self, because you would just be so bored. and it just would be out of balance and out of harmony with this new path of temperance that you have to get on. And that's just going to light you up. And it's like, you don't need to focus on your beauty in order to be beautiful. You just are. So, but this person, they love that part, and they just, they're not in alignment with this new path. Okay. So you can honor the beauty that was y'all previous relationship, if there was beauty there. But now it's like you have a new journey and you're going to get a new counterpart. As a matter of fact, before I do anything, before I take these off, let me get one more deck here. And let me see. Let me get the Kipper. At first I was going to get the loving messages, but now I want to get the Kipper. I may only get just one Kipper. Clarification and or guidance, spirit. I feel like I only want to get one Kipper. And I did see the Lovers under there. So it's just like, yeah, choice. It's a new path. You're going to get somebody else new. And we have thoughts. Yeah, somebody been thinking about you. That's that person, that other person. Remember I said they see. Maybe I've talked before about these concepts, or they've just been seeing and watching you and seeing that you're dissatisfied. They may... So, oh, what about it? Yeah, message of concern. I was going to say they may just reach out. We have message of concern at the bottom here. So, I don't know. You might be sending a Dear John letter to this King of Wands energy, like dipping off with this other character out here. That's kind of what I got there. Do I want to get any of these love? Let me just, because at first I was thinking about getting these loving messages cards. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. See, even on here, it's like you're opposing for this. You know, you're done being a show pony. I mean, you're always going to be gorgeous, but it's like, I can do other things, and I'm just done. Okay. This might be somebody that you worked with. Maybe they were your photographer, your agent, I don't know. Somebody that you worked with, and they've seen all this. And they're like, yeah. I don't know. Y'all might just be running off with somebody else, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. I got that energy with the Kipper. Because we do have a 4 of Wands and a 7. A 4 of Wands and a 7 of Swords. And a 5 of Wands. So that is, yeah, a secret union. Competition. Okay? Yeah. So for some of y'all, that might be very specific, and not for all of y'all, so don't take it if it doesn't fit. But for some of y'all, yeah. Either way, there is somebody else more in alignment with this time of your life. We have healthy choices, exactly. Self-love and self-care. Being happier, exactly. Love and life. You know, you want both. You can do both. Okay, some of y'all might be eloping with another person and leaving this King of Wands character. For some of you, it is you want a family. We have cut down, exactly. Separation, cutting out, stopping the pattern. Silent treatment. And they're saying that's a healthy choice, because what I did see underneath this deck, this person is all just like, they're going to cause they're going to cause conflict for you. They're not allowing you to be who you are. And when I saw this Hierophant figure that's in the Knight of Cups of love, remember when I said they saw you, and it's like you're like the caged bird, because what was there was the 9 of Pentacles, somebody beautiful, and then the Devil was there. So it's almost like you being held hostage. Remember I said, I was like, it's almost like your beauty is a burden. But that's because of this King of Wands energy. It's like, so y'all just might be running off. Some of y'all, we have coffee cup, meeting and talking. Y'all meeting up, building a friendship. I'm trying to tell you. And then we say a karmic relationship. Yeah. Intensity and letting go. Turmoil and fleeting. Yeah, this King of Wands. And that's what it's become. I'm not saying that this is how it started with you and the King of Wands. At some point, y'all were both on the same thing. But it's becoming karmic because you've changed and gone deeper and they haven't. So it's like, yeah, it's time to, you know, it is what it is. But they don't want to let you go because you're the best damn show pony they ever had. And they feel like you're the king to my, you're the queen to my king, king to my queen. But it's like, no, I'm not that anymore. I've changed. I've evolved. Like, can't you see? And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, honey. And then at the bottom, we have key on a ring. Yeah, that's what this would become. It would just become something that is like, what's the word I'm looking for? The word toxic is coming up, but that's not what I'm looking for. It would just become almost transactional. That is the word I'm looking for. It'd become transactional. It would just become, you would almost feel like a woman of the night, okay? You would feel like, yeah, that if you stayed in this relationship with this person because that's all that they want to engage with. That's the only part of you they want to engage with. But the other part of you is already awakened. The third eye, seeing beyond, is already awakened. The heart, the crown chakra, everything's already flipping awakened. So if you stayed with this person, it would just be like, you would just feel like used. You would feel like, can I say that word on YouTube? Like I said, the lady of the night. You would feel like that. You know what I'm saying. There's got to be another word for it. An escort. Let's just be real. That's what you would feel like. So yes, it, you know, it's bittersweet. This person is going to be sad about it. But it says feeling lost. Yeah, you'd be feeling lost. You would just be like the caged bird. That's what you would be like. You're done with that. You want to find your tribe. So I'm seeing you cutting ties and moving on. And Spirit said that's a powerful move. And that is what, it's just, that is what is best for you in this time of your life. You know, it might be bittersweet, but this person hasn't grown along with you. It's not that they're necessarily evil. I mean, but they're now, it's becoming karmic because they're not, you can't flourish with them. You can't honor this part of yourself with them. So then, yes, it is becoming karmic. That's why the devil was there under, you know, next to the 9 of Pentacles. It's like there'd be an attachment to your beauty, but there would be, that's all they want from you. And then that would be transactional and you would feel like an escort. And therefore that is a karmic relationship. But you're going to get on your path, or you're getting on your path, or don't be afraid to get on your path because you're awakening for a reason and you're just becoming more of who you are. Honor that part of you. It's a beautiful thing. And you're just going to feel more vibrant and alive. You're going to feel even more beautiful because you're honoring something deep within yourself, not just on the surface. All right, so that is the message that I have for you today, collective. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got something beneficial from it, and I thank you for stopping by this reading. Please remember to like, share with someone who cares, save it to a playlist for future reference, and by all means, subscribe for more wonderful readings and luxurious eye candy such as this. And until next time, have a gorgeous day. Bye.